Welcome everyone. Today we will discuss about washing soda, plaster of Paris and gypsum. All these three compounds they contain water of crystallization. Let us first discuss about washing soda. So the first thing is its chemical name and chemical formula. Chemical name of washing soda is sodium carbonate decahydrate. Decahydrate is given here because it contains 10 water of crystallization, and that is why its chemical formula is Na2CO3.10H2O. The next thing is preparation. As you can see that washing soda, it can be easily prepared. So when sodium carbonate reacts with water, it forms washing soda, which is Na2CO3.10H2O. The next reaction in washing soda is what will happen and what products we will get when washing soda is heated. So the important thing is the soda ash. This term is important. It is because when we are heating washing soda, then we are getting soda ash and water molecules. We are saying it as soda ash because upon heating washing soda, all the water of crystallization gets removed and we are getting anhydrous sodium carbonate, and that is why it is said to be soda ash. So it is given here Na2CO3.10H2O. When it is heated, we are getting Na2CO3, which is said to be soda ash, plus 10H2O. So these are the two products which we get. The next important topic is plaster of Paris. Now for plaster of Paris, its chemical name is calcium sulfate hemihydrate and its chemical formula is CaSO4.12H2O. So these chemical name and chemical formula for washing soda, for plaster of Paris and gypsum, you need to write in that table altogether. So the important thing is the preparation of plaster of Paris. This reaction is very important. The other thing which you have to remember in this reaction is the temperature at which gypsum is heated to form plaster of Paris, which is 373 Kelvin or 100 degrees Celsius. As you can see, CaSO4.2H2O, which is gypsum, when it is heated about to temperature 373 Kelvin, we are getting CaSO4.12H2O plus 1.5 H2O of water we have written. Now as you can see, we are using this half and 1.5 to balance out the reaction, and I have already explained that why plaster of Paris has got this formula like half, because we know that half molecule half atom it is not possible. Actually what happens in case of plaster of Paris, 2CaSO4 it is combined with only one water of crystallization, and that is why to write it in a simple way, for our simplicity we are writing it as CaSO4 dot half H2O, which is indicating that one CaSO4 is attached with half water molecule, which is actually not, because 2 CaSO4 is attached with one water of crystallization. So just to make it simple, we have written in this manner. The next topic is, which is the last topic of this chapter, is gypsum. So now how we can prepare gypsum? So first of all we will discuss about its chemical name and chemical formula as usual. So chemical name of gypsum is calcium sulfate dihydrate. So in case of gypsum we are writing it dihydrate because it contains 2 water of crystallization. That is why its chemical formula is CaSO4.2H2O. Whereas in case of plaster of Paris we are writing calcium sulfate hemihydrate and its chemical formula is CaSO4.12H2O. So you can see that when how gypsum is prepared from plaster of Paris. So plaster of Paris, when it gets combined with water, when it reacts with water, and then it forms gypsum. Now plaster of Paris and gypsum, though they have quite similar formula, but they are having a lot of difference in their properties. Like plaster of Paris, it is having different uses, and gypsum, so what happens, actually gypsum is a very hard and solid mass, and that is why I think one question is also given in your exercise, that why plaster of Paris should be kept in an airtight container. It is because of the reason, when plaster of Paris get in contact with the air, as it contains water vapor, so it will combine with the water vapor present in air and it will form gypsum. Now gypsum is a hard solid mass which we are not able to give any shape, so it becomes useless to us. So that is about plaster of Paris and gypsum. Sometimes the students they get confused for the chemical name and chemical formula of plaster of Paris and gypsum. So you just try to understand it and try to understand their properties and uses as well. Don't ignore uses of all the chemical substances are very important, that you have to learn and that you have to remember, because questions are framed on the basis of uses also. That is why I am just repeating it again and again. So you just prepare all these topics properly. All these topics are very important, right from chloralkali process till gypsum. So you have to prepare all these topics properly, and you will be able to attempt all the questions, you will be able to solve all the questions. Now, as I have already informed you that the syllabus for your pre-midterm exam is chapter 2, so you have to you have to prepare all the topics of chapter 2. All the topics of chapter 2 are there in your syllabus for your pre-midterm exam. Thank you.